My friend's mom set herself on fire in front of me while trying to smoke pot. This story happened back in 2002 when I was around 15. Some background. I had a friend named Blake whose house I would frequent to hang out and smoke pot. His mother Davy was always around and not at all a picture of health, physically and mentally. A once doting wife and mother, she at some point had suffered a major mental health crisis, which left her without a huge chunk of her former cognitive ability. Because of this, she became heavily medicated, unable to work, and entirely dependent on her husband and son. Anytime I would go over, there she was, putting around the house in bathrobe and chain-smoking cigarettes. It was certainly a bit of a weird environment, but Davy was generally pleasant to be around. The day I will never forget. One day in the summer, I was itching to get high but had nothing on me. I figured I would take my chances at Blake's, so I rode my skateboard to his place. His mom answered the door to tell me that he wasn't home, but that I was welcome to come in and wait for him. I wasn't crazy about the idea of being alone in the house, but I really wanted to smoke up, so I decided to stay. Blake's bedroom was downstairs, so I headed down there to wait. His bed was in the middle of the room with a computer desk set up on the far side. I was sitting at his computer with my back to the door when after about 5 minutes, Davy walks into the room. She was wearing her signature light blue bathrobe and holding a bong in her hand. I turn around and she says to me, "Do you want to get high?" To this day, I am pretty sure I said no, as it was just too weird to be getting high, alone, with my friend's mom while she wore a bathrobe. But she came in anyway. She sits right behind me, within arm's reach, on the bed, while I tried to keep my attention on the computer. Suddenly, I hear the strike of a match and feel a burst of heat on the back of my neck. I turn around to see what the F was happening, and this woman is completely on fire. She, naturally, ripped off her robe in an attempt to pat out the flames. I saw everything, front, back, when she was bent over. Suffice to say, it was not a pretty sight. I was so shocked by what had just happened and what I had just seen that I froze and was unable or willing to help this poor woman. Fortunately, it was mostly a flash fire, which I quickly concluded was a result of dropping a lit match on an old robe full of pills. She did get the fire out, but it left the robe covered in burn marks. She then proceeded to put the robe back on, but for some reason didn't think to tie it up. So there she was again, sitting on the bed behind me, holding a bong. This time, though, with a flame-burnt robe which was open down the center. She then looked at me and said, "That was a close call, eh?" And then started to hit the bong. About 20 minutes later, Blake got home and I told him what happened. We had a good laugh.